Alright, so this is part 4 of the PCA video tutorial, and right now we're going to talk about the steps on how to use the PCA website. So since we're talking about a web-based tool, I'm going to ask you to pull up a browser and go to this URL, which is http://pca.peopleinthecloud.com/employee. Alright, now that address is going to lead you to this site, which is basically the login interface for PCA users. Okay, so as you can see, it shows you an option to punch in your email address and password, which is the same information that you used to log in to the PCA application earlier. Okay, so you can go ahead and log in. But before we do that, let me just show you the other links on this page. There's an option for you to go to the employer login if you are an employer and got here by mistake. And then there's also an option for you to download the latest version of the PCA software. So if your supervisor in the future asks you to download the latest software, if there's an update, just click on this link. Okay, so let's go ahead and log in, which will lead us to the PCA web-based tools homepage. Alright, so this is one of the first versions of the PCA web-based tool, so we're still working on the functionalities and enhancing it, so there may be a few functions that we have to skip because we're still working on those. Okay, so let's take a look at the navigation bar or the main menu, which is on the left side of the screen, and we're gonna take a look at what they contain later on. For now, let's take a look at the homepage summary. Okay, over here it shows you the employee ID, which is 41, meaning the employee who logged in to this site right now is the 41st employee of PITC. Alright, it also shows that person's status. So if you see a red dot, it means that that person is offline, meaning he's not logged into PCA. If you see a green dot, then that means that the person is logged into PCA. Okay. Also, it's going to show you an employer list, which is basically a list of the clients and the employers that that person is currently working with or has worked with in the past. Okay. Also, it's going to show you specific links to go to the battle plans or the to-do lists or tasks that the client wants you to accomplish for that day or for that shift. Alright. Also, it shows you thumbnails of the 3 latest screenshots that were taken from that person's computer during his shift, the webcam shots, as well as their respective dates and timestamps. Okay. Alright, let's take a look now at the navigation bar. So over here you've got the home button. If you click here, it's going to show you the same page because this is the home page. And then if you click on the timesheet, it's going to show you how many hours have been saved or have been recorded while you were working. Okay. So these are basically your login hours. As you can see, they're varied, and these are all based on what your PCA application has recorded in your computer. And it also shows the date stamp as to when that data was saved. Okay, now this is real time, so any time of the day you can access this, right? And then we move on to the finances button. So I'm not going to click on this one yet because we're still working on it. But basically what you should see here in the future is your payroll information. Okay. Next up, you have your monitoring page, which will show you the latest, the 3 latest screenshots and the 3 latest webcam shots taken during the employee shift. Okay. And if you would like to take a look at all of the shots for that day or for that current day, just click on this link. If you want to take a look at all of the shots for the week, then just click on this link. Alright. Now if you want to take a look at one specific screenshot, all you have to do is just click on the thumbnail, which will automatically create a tab for you, as you can see there, which will show you in full view as to what is seen on that person's screen when the screenshot was taken. So all of the tools and all of the websites that are being viewed will be seen here. Okay, that's why we have to be very careful and at the same time make sure that we use PCA so that we can show the clients that we really are working when we're supposed to. Right? So when you're done with that, just close that tab and it'll bring you back to your monitoring page. Okay? You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing with the webcam shots thumbnails once we get this working. Alright? Let's now move on to voice recordings. And this page is actually split into two. It has two functions. The first one allows you to upload voice recordings if you are a telemarketer or if you have meetings that you'd like to record and share with your client. And the second part is for you to monitor or listen to the uploaded calls. Okay, so let's go first to the steps on how to upload a call. First, it's going to ask you for the call description. So what you would want to do is type in the company name that the call was made for. For example, let's just say that the company's name is Pacificos. Okay, so this is the format and make sure that you follow it. First, punch in the name of the company, followed by the dates and the call number. Okay, so for example, if it is your first call for the day, just name it as call 1. If it's your second call, it'll be named as call 2. If it's your third call, then it's going to be call 3, and so on and so forth. So let's just say that I want to upload the 65th call. Okay, so I'll call it call 65. After that, there's an option to choose between false and true on the drop-down menu. And basically what this is asking you is if you were able to reach your objective or your sale. So if your objective is to book an appointment or to close a sale, you're just going to have to choose whether you were successful in doing that. If you were able to book an appointment, just click on true. If not, just click on false. Okay? And then over here is an opportunity for you to type in your remarks or a summary of the call. So let's just say that, see, it says here that that you were not able to book an appointment, and then here just state as to what the reason is. Let's just say that you called them up, but the person you were trying to reach is out of office. Okay, so just type that in. And then over here, this is very important, you have to choose as to which employer this call is for, or as to which client the call is for. Okay, so in this case, we're going to choose Pacificos. You wouldn't want to choose any other company, because what's going to happen is instead of Pacificos listening to your call, it's going to be another company. And of course, they're going to be surprised and they're going to go, which call is this for? This is not my company. This is not the product that we're trying to sell. Okay? So make sure you do that correctly. And then just choose the file. And once you do that, just click on Add Voice Recording. Now it's going to show you the summary or the details of the file that you uploaded right around here. There it is. So it shows you the file name, which includes the telephone number of the person you called or the business you called, as well as the type of the file that you uploaded, the size, and where it was stored at. And that's it. That's how you upload a voice recording on the PCA website. Let's now move on to the second part, which is listening or monitoring your call recordings. Okay, so let's just scroll down here. And let me introduce you first to the headers of this section. So you've got the voice recording ID, which is automatically generated by the system whenever you upload a call. So you do not assign this, it is automatically generated by the system. You've got the description, which is exactly what you typed in when you uploaded the call. The call date, which is exactly the time and the date as to when you uploaded it, and the goal achieved, whether you booked an appointment or not. And here is an option for you to listen to the call. Okay, if you click on this link, it's gonna open a separate tab, as you can see there, which will allow you to have access to a web-based audio player. Okay, and once it plays, or once you hit the playback button, you'll be able to listen to the call that was made. Okay, now once you're done with the recording, once you're done listening to it, just click on the pause button. You can close that tab, and then it'll bring you back to your voice recording page. Okay, so that's it. And basically, it displays the calls in batches of 10. So if you'd like to listen to earlier calls, just click on next 10. If you'd like to listen to the other calls, just click on previous 10. Alright? So that's it. That is your call recording page. There's an option for you to upload a call recording and an option for you to listen or monitor your calls. Alright? Now going back to the main menu, you also have the personal info, which we're also working at right now. But what this does is it shows your skills and stuff like that. Okay? And then of course an option to log out. Now what you're seeing right now is the PCA employees access. And this is a bit similar to what the employers are going to see, plus some administrative capabilities, of course. And that's it. That's the PCA website. So this is where you can take a look at your login hours. So if you have any issues or you have any questions regarding the data that is showing here, or you need something corrected, then just contact your supervisor and they're going to be able to help you with that.